Right, day 6 of the Paralympics is well underway. Let's cross live to Paris now and join Miriam Walker-Khan, who's with one of yesterday's medalists. Miriam, good afternoon.
Yeah, one of the many medalists from yesterday. I'm at Paralympics GB House and I am delighted to be joined by Dan Bethell, who won the silver medal in that SL3 badminton singles final. Dan, just talk me through how that medal feels.
It feels amazing. I think it was my dream as soon as I started playing para-badminton and wanted to go to the Paralympics to be on that Paralympic podium. So, yeah, to be able to do it again after doing it in Tokyo was amazing. I think it's that sort of mixed emotions of bittersweet because I wanted to be on the top of the podium. I wanted that gold medal. But I'll look back at this whole process with immense pride.
You were so close to it as well. Just talk us through it. And I know you've called it devastating in the past 24 hours, but how does it feel after a bit of reflection?
It's still pretty devastating. I think having that gold medal point, being as close as I possibly could be to the gold medal, will always sting. But I think the more I've reflected on it, seeing friends and family, seeing how many people watched the final and really appreciated my performance and stuff, has made it a lot better. And I'll definitely be looking at it with more pride the more and more I think about it.
You should also be proud of the fact that you didn't drop a game en route to that final. How exciting is that for you?
Yeah, it was amazing. I think I had a really good tournament. I felt really good. I came in the best shape of my life. I mean, my team put so much effort into me over the last 8 weeks to get me into the best shape possible. And I really think I showed that throughout the tournament. And to get to the final in the manner I did was amazing, and just disappointed I couldn't convert it at the end. Just
talk us through what goes into that Paralympics cycle. Obviously a shorter one since Tokyo, but what has that been like for you?
It's been interesting. It was my first Paralympics in Tokyo, so a shorter Paralympic cycle is something new to me. I hadn't experienced anything before, so I didn't really miss anything. But so it was just sort of didn't have any sort of quiet time, so we were straight back into a qualification year fairly soon after the Paralympics, and that involves a lot of travelling around the world, going to different tournaments, and then going into the Paralympics, a good sort of eight-month run-in off the back of finding out I qualified. So it was a long time, but had such good support from my team. National lottery funding has been amazing. Being able to be a full-time athlete, living out my dream, I can't thank them enough for their support as well.
We need to ask you about some other support from a certain Jurgen Klopp. What was all that about? How did that come about? Yeah,
it was amazing, him being there. I didn't expect it. My first opponent from New Zealand is good friends with him, so he came to support him. And so he was in the crowd, and it was amazing to have him down in the stadium. I have to admit, on here, I'm not the biggest football fan, but I of course know who he is. He's a legend of the sport, and to have him come to Para-badminton just gave the sport great exposure. And it was amazing to meet him after the match.
We heard that he shouted, "Well done, Dan," to you. Did you know that?
Yeah, I just picked up his voice because he's quite distinctive, and so I could looked up and I saw him, and he was giving me a clap and a thumbs up, and to have that sort of approval from someone of his calibre, it was amazing. He came down and spoke to me, and my teammate Rachel, she's from Liverpool, she's a big Liverpool fan, she was very excited to meet him, and he was just so nice, so personable, really interested in the sport and what we're all doing, and he's got such a lot of appreciation for para athletes and para sport, and he's a great ambassador for us and for sport in general.
Like you said, that exposure is so important, but what does it do for kind of the Paralympic movement, and how does it develop it?
I think it's massive. I think what people are seeing more and more with the Paralympics is just how amazing people with disabilities are and what we can do. Like the amount of ability on show, the adaptability to overcome adversity is amazing. And I think the Paralympics does such a good job at displaying that. People competing at sport at the highest level, no matter what their disability. And it's also a big sort of incentive, I think, for people to look at it and think, you know what, I can do that as well. Like I think when I first started playing para-badminton, I wasn't the best player. I wasn't very good until I don't think I won a match for my first 2 years of my career. But I just worked hard and wanted to achieve my dreams. And I really hope that people will look at me and my performances and get inspired to think, yeah, I can do that as well.
Well, hopefully, Dan, we'll see you in 4 years' time as well. Maybe Jurgen Klopp will be there as well.
Yeah, no, it'd be great if he was. No, hopefully we've got a bit of a fan there. And I'm definitely, really appreciative that he was there as well.
Well, congratulations. And hopefully we'll get a camera on Jurgen Klopp next time he's at a badminton match.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you very much, Miriam.